Hello, my people, my people. Good day from wherever you're watching. My name is Choma Odikolo. I'm a masterpiece, an institution, a legacy builder, and a maker of kings. You're welcome to today's class. So, who are you? Now, are you the parent that want to raise a legacy builder? Are you that parent that want to raise positive world changes? Now, if you are that parent, come in and join this train because that is our goal, to raise children that will be positive world changers, that will be legacy builders. Now, today we're going to discuss about self-identity, giving our children the gift of self-identity. Now, what is the meaning of self-identity? Self-identity refers to how we identify ourselves and how we define ourselves. So as a parent, first of all, how do you even identify yourself? How do you even define yourself? How do you even see who you are? Because whatever we do as parents, definitely it gets down to our children. So it starts with us. It's the conversation we should have with ourselves. So who are you? Who do you identify with? Because who you identify with, who you see yourself to be, it's easy for your child to understand and for your child to pick it up from you and want to do same. So who do you identify with? How do you define yourself as a parent? Now, self-identity just answers the question, who am I? So as a parent, my question for you today is, who are you? Who are you? Who are you as a parent? That's the question we all need to answer. Who am I? Now, we have to understand that we need to teach our children who they are. We need to teach them self-identity, how to identify, who to identify with, what to identify with. Because if we don't teach them, if we don't have these conversations with them, someone else will have these conversations and teach them something that probably we don't want them to teach our children. Now, as a parent, we need to teach our children that self-identity comes from a higher being. We need to teach them that their self-identity comes from God. We need to teach them that self-identity comes from someone higher. Self-identity does not come from them. It comes from a higher being. It comes from God. Because when your child or when our children know that, okay, my self-identity is from God, they are at peace. They accept themselves for who they are. We need to teach our children to be okay, that they are worthy, they are enough, they are loved by their Creator. We need to teach our children who they are. Because if we don't teach them who they are, someone else or anybody or the world will tell them who they are not. So what are you telling your child? Are you teaching your child who they are? Are you equipping your child with who they are? Are you equipping your child with the knowledge of her or his or her Creator? Are you equipping your child with the knowledge of God? Are you telling your child, oh, your identity is in God. You are made by God. You are created. God created you. Oh, God created you and you look so beautiful. What are you telling your child? We have to understand that our children have to identify who they are. It's very important for them to understand who they are right from an early age. You don't have to leave it to chance as parents. We have to have this conversation. We need to teach them. We need to tell them who they are. Because if you don't tell your child who they are, the world will tell your child who they are not. And when the child doesn't know who he or she is, it's very easy for the child to believe what the world is saying to him or her. So as a parent, let us tell our children, let us teach our children that their self-identity comes from God. Let us teach our children who they are. They are children of God. Let us teach them their rights as children of God. Let us teach them the things that they are exposed to as children of God. Let us tell them that they are worthy, they are okay, they are enough. They were created by the maker of the universe. Let us equip our children with these things, with these skills, with these tools, so that tomorrow our children are not looking for themselves. So that right from a tender age, or right from an early age, our children have a good grasp of who they are. They have a good grasp of their identity. So as a parent, what are you going to be doing differently? Are you going to equip your child with the knowledge of who they are? We have to, because if you don't, you leave it to chance and someone else will do it. So when we have children, right from an early age, right from the stage of a baby, or right from when you have your child, we need to start to teach our children who they are. We need to teach them where their self-identity comes from. It comes from God. We need to teach them their rights as creators, their rights as children of God. We need to teach them what they are entitled to. Because when our children understand who they are, when they understand who they are entitled to, they are at peace. They are not all over the place. They are not trying to seek for validation from someone else. They don't feel less of themselves because they know their self-identity is from God, because they are enough, because their creator have made them enough. They are okay. They are worthy. So as a parent, are you equipping your child with the gift of identifying themselves, of knowing who they are, of knowing who they are? So if you're not, please start these conversations with them. Start to tell them who they are. Start to tell them who God is. Start to tell them that they were created by God. And, start to tell them the privileges they can get, or they are exposed to, or they have access to as children of God. So as parents, let's not leave this conversation for anyone else. It's our duty. It's our conversation. We need to own it, and we need to do what we are expected to do. So start to teach your child about self-identity, to identify themselves, and to separate and differentiate themselves from the world and from other people. I believe you've got value from this class. Please like this video, share this video so that other parents can come in and learn what we are learning. If you've got any question, please feel free to drop it down in the comment section. Remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel called the Renewed Parenting Platform. Thank you very much for your time today. I really, really do appreciate your time. See you later and have a good day. Remember to be renewed in your mind. Remember to teach your children about self-identity. Have a good day and see you later. Bye.